Hey guys, and welcome to Challenge Accepted. This is a series where I take on redstone challenges that have been put on publicly, either through a YouTube video or through some sort of elaborate request. Not necessarily something specifically asked of me so much as the community in general. This particular challenge was issued by Graphoniac and Kondrik. What the challenge specifies is that it is a charcoal making machine that will not clog up and will only output charcoal when it is no longer needed within the system. So I have here, in this particular build here, I have another one as an example of it empty, is totally full, 100% of the way, as full as it will ever get, all the way down to the charcoal. And you can see some of these are not full because those will always be, whatever isn't full will always be at about that number. This will have anywhere between, I think, 6 and 30, but the rest will have exactly what they have pretty much at all times. This will have 35, I think. No, this will usually be at 36. Just double checking in my mind. There's a lot of things to this that are going on, but really the circuitry behind it is fairly simple. There are two main halves to this. One is the charcoal design of mine, which I based off of Minecraft with Dummies designed for a charcoal machine. And basically what this is a version of theirs that will allow charcoal to back up all the way through up to the furnace itself while still continuing to burn once there's room available once again. And on top I have an elaborate item filter with a shut-off circuit. And what that basically does is once this reaches 30 items in here, as long as you include these filler items, it will no longer take items out of this chest above. So you can fill up this chest as much as you like, and it will continue to work no matter what. So even now, it is totally full, 100% full. The furnace is full, and it will continue to work if we say take one of these out. You can see right away the furnace lit right back up and is starting to cook once again. Items are now being filtered out of the the furnace itself to refill that area. So this will eventually drain this most of the way. It'll probably go down to about, I guess it will drain it all the way. Down to 1. Okay, so that it took about 1 cooking to fill up that 1 slot that I've removed from the inventory. So yeah, we can look more in detail into the specific circuits that are in here. I color-coded them for ease of understanding. Basically, in my design of the charcoal machine, I have it pulling the signals to refill certain parts a little differently than what Minecraft with Dummies had, but this main layout for the furnace and hoppers and droppers are all the same up until this point. And what this does is, as soon as a piece of charcoal is cooked from up there, it'll pass through this hopper, and if this hopper is allowing it, which this redstone is not activating this hopper, the charcoal will default to go down before going to the side. And what this is this will refill the fuel of the furnace. So once the charcoal has made it into this hopper, it'll then get pushed into this dropper. From there, a redstone signal will power the dropper above, which already has 1 piece of charcoal. That will push into here, and then 1 tick later it will then send the charcoal from the bottom dropper into the top one once more. From here, this hopper is taking a signal from the comparator. Once it has 36 items, this signal strength down here will be strong enough to cut off the bottom hopper, which will then allow any further cooked charcoal to flow into this chest over here. And from there, once that fills up, once this chest fills up, it'll fill up all the way through here, all the way into the furnace once again. And up above, but yeah, you can see here the purple circuit is the cutoff circuit, and the cyan is the droppervator circuit. Up top we have the item filter, and the basic design, or the basic circuit for an item filter, has been kind of stretched out over here around just to fit within these required space that I've set myself, which, by the way, this is 3 by 4 by 7 tall. So I kind of forced this to look kind of funny as it wraps around the outside of the machine, allowing this to be powered without interfering with this pink circuit that I made here. And what this does is, once there are 30 oak in this hopper up here, did I set this up right? Let's see, at a certain point, there we go. At 7 oak in here, it'll shut this off and allow oak to go into this hopper. But once this fills up to 30, that will cut off the hopper here from pulling items from the chest above. And so that way you can continue to fill the chest above without any more wood being pulled into the system, clogging anything up, or making things break. So long as you do not interfere with the items within any of the hoppers or droppers, and you only interact with the chests above and below, this machine will never break, and it does not require any involvement with the player whatsoever. Just fill it up with oak. Also, I forgot to mention, part of the criteria is that it have this item filter, so that items that don't belong up here do not get filtered into the furnace. So that's the reason for the item filter above. So long as you have oak in the top, and you can change that to whatever wood you would like by by changing the oak that is here. So that's going to be it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think of this design and the challenge itself, whether or not you feel that I've answered all of the intended issues of the challenge, and see whether or not you guys can come up with something better yourself. I'd love to see it, and I'm sure Graph and Kondrik would love to see it as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.